Welcome to the podcast, everyone. Sorry, I'm adjusting not my nether regions, that's for sure. Not whatever's down there. What's going on, guys? How are we all doing today? Shit, I have my sweater on my chair. I couldn't see my screen. I just gotta make sure we're recording. We are recording, and looks like that's good. Looks like everything's good. How's it going, guys? What an interesting today. I just went to an open mic and I fucking bombed. But it's fine, because this is I go to one open mic a week where I only try new stuff that I've never done before. Like, just ideas I've written down. And so it's usually not good, because I'm writing just, like, garbage. Most of it's garbage. I just try to get, like, one or two things that are good. And the past couple weeks have been, like, really bad. It's been, like, nothing is good. I'm like, fuck. I'm just on stage bombing. And I only go to this mic with nothing. So, like, I feel like everyone who also goes to this mic probably thinks I'm awful at comedy. They're like, this fucking guy sucks every week. But that's the point. I just go there for, it's not a very good open mic, so I go there just to throw shit out. And I think I have one thing that's kind of okay, but today I was not good. Flustered. It's truly a bomb in the very core sense of what bombing is. Not doing good and also not being able to recover. But I mean, I have nothing good. Like, I had a couple ideas that were okay, and some of them I'll try again maybe. But it is what it is. What did I talk about last episode? Oh, I started the date because I started the episode. I was going on a date right after. I remember, dude. I went on that date and it was fine. I would say it was a good date. She was cool. And what was the problem? Oh, the problem was that I told you guys she was really bad at texting, and of course she still was. That doesn't magically change. She was still bad. So I was like, all right, I'll ask her out again for this week. And I asked her, and she was like. She was like, well, she seemed interested. I want to be clear. Before this all, she seemed interested. I was like, hey, we should do something next week. She was like, okay. And she was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm really busy this week, and next week I have my friend staying with me. So the earliest we can do something is like, I forgot, like fucking 20-something. It was like 2 weeks away. And I was like, bro, I forgot what I texted her, but I was like, dude, we had a good run, bro. That's what I said. We had a good run. It's where this is not going to happen. She was like, all right. She was like, oh, okay. So, I'm not... listen, you could be all... I just can't waste I don't want to waste my time, dude. Someone that's horrible at texting, and maybe she was just trying to get rid of me, whatever, it worked, because I'm not interested. But, someone who's horrible at texting, and I can't see them for, like, 2 weeks after the first date, that's not how you build, like, a rapport. You know what I mean? How do you do that? How do you progress with someone if that's how you see... So, whatever. It is what it is, guys. That's life in the big city. No hard feelings to her at all. I knew that's what she was going to be like before I went on the date. I knew it. I still did it, and I paid the price. The price is just wasting like $50 in like 2 hours of my day one day, which is fine, Sometimes you just got to go on a date to keep yourself in action, to keep yourself spry, as they say. Keep yourself elastic. So, I feel like this is not what things say. Let's just get another. I have another thing about dating in here. Yeah, dude. I feel like every week I start the week and I'm like, I'm gonna go on so many dates this week. I have so many girls interested in me. I have so many. I'm like, fuck, I'm not gonna have enough days. And then I end up on the week I go on like 0 or 1 date, and it's like, oh my god, so poor me. But it's crazy how it dwindles this week. Everyone is sick apparently. Like every single person I was talking to was like, sorry, my lung just exploded. Sorry, I have super COVID. Let's do something another week. And maybe they're telling the truth. I assume they are. But, I usually when someone's like, I think came up, let's do something next week, it doesn't happen. So we'll see how that goes. But, it's like a consistent thing that always happens. I always, like, it's mostly this year. Like, I'll plan something and it just doesn't work. I think I've planned 10 dates this year that have not happened. And it's like, what can I do? I don't know. If someone agrees to go on a date with you and then cancels and you never see them again. And you never see them... It's like, well, you probably didn't want to go out with me in the first place, so maybe it's just people who, like, agree. There was one person who, 2 times, there's one time, what's the scenario? One time, like, we had this whole plan, and then someone in her family died, I think, and she was like, oh, and I was like, whatever. And we didn't speak again for, like, months. And then she liked me again on one of the apps. She sent me a like, and it's like, should we try this again? And I booked it to the same place. And I think that place was like, that place I've never been on a date there, and I've booked like 5 dates, and they always cancel when I choose that place. It's crazy. Yeah, and then I forget what the day of. Like, this is like a day of cancellation, which that pisses me off more. If you tell me like a days in advance, cool, whatever. Day of, just like, I'm sorry, at work, blah blah blah. I'm like, whoa, fuck, what the fuck, dude? What annoying. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? Whatever. Obviously, if you don't want to go, but she's the one that sent me a like again. She wanted to, you know, whatever. I'm not, guys. I feel like I sound bitter, but you understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, I already was over. When it's over and you reach back out to me, what am I supposed to think? And it's not like I care. I don't even know these people, but you know, I'm always, my bar for going on a date is way lower. It's not like I'm going on a date because I think you're my wife. If I think you could be interested in just a simple rendezvous and that might be on the table, then perhaps it could be of mutual interest, perhaps. All about the rendezvous out here. And I have another thing related. Apparently men are obsessed with shooting giant loads. There's men that are like, there's a whole subreddit. It's a whole little community on Reddit where men are just talking about the supplements you need to take to have the biggest ejaculations. And I don't really understand what this is for. I don't, like, is it, like, I kind of want to, I know zinc is the thing people take. People take zinc, and there was like they had like percentages. They're like 67% zinc, 18% magnesium oxide. Let's make sure we gotta make the maximum load. I gotta make sure my cum shoots everywhere. I don't understand what this is for. Is it like, I don't think it makes anything better. In fact, if I shot too much, I'd be like, are you okay? Like, sorry. I'd actually say, I think I'd apologize. I'm sorry. I guess it's like kind of cool. Apparently, I read some little article, like, the men are like, they were like posting shot glasses full of their semen just to like show, like, look at my world record, guys, which is crazy. It's almost like a bro activity. It's just like a fun activity with the boys, just like a semen competition, which I don't get, but I don't know. Maybe it's a gay thing. Could it be a gay thing? I guess it could be. I mean, I guess some people like watching pornographical. I don't know why I just like use the government name of porn videos. Or just porn, as they say. Or like I don't know what to say, where the guy like ejaculates and it just is like all over the place and they're like, whoa, I'm covered in it. But is it like real life? Is that really a thing you want? I don't know. It's always been, in my opinion, just like something that's just like messy. You're like, ugh. Oh, God, I made a mistake. It's like when you spill milk all over the place. Like, oh. You're not like, yeah, I got so much milk. Oh, I have to wipe it off things. Ugh. So, you guys do you. I don't know if anyone's watching this that's a Semen Max or whatever you want to call it. An ejac Max. A Jack Max. That's what it could be called. The Jack Off Max Off. A Russian man. Everyone's favorite Russian superhero, Jack Off Maximov. No, I don't know. I don't understand. But whatever. Maybe one day I will. Maybe, listen, if a woman came to me and was like, hey, I would love if you had a lot more of this coming out, I would try harder. But no one's ever come to me with that, and I don't think they ever will. I can't foresee that as being a thing, and I don't think you guys can either. Maybe you can. I don't know. Maybe. I'd be a fool if I could dare say I knew the mind of a woman. Be a fool if I said that. Anyway, what else happened? Oh, I went to Korean barbecue on Monday, Columbus Day, celebrating the native indigenous peoples day with a little bit of Korean barbecue. Korean barbecue. And dude, my friend, this was a different place than I usually go. We had an iPad where you order, and dude, I was tapped out after round one. I ate so much, and I told my friend, it was a group of 5 people. I told my friend, I was like, bro, I don't think I'm doing much in this round. He was like, all right, we'll go light. He ordered the most ridiculous. It was so much food, to the like I've never been Korean barbecue where I was like, we can't finish this. I was like, dude, we cannot finish. They kept coming out with more, and so I've never done this. Usually we just like hide things. I brought meat to the bathroom and flushed it down the toilet. I legitimately did this. My brother and I, we had like little bowls. I put it in my pocket. I casually walked to the bathroom, and my brother was like, he did it before me. He's like, the toilet's really strong. And I put it in the toilet, and I was like, bro, it was like giant strips of bacon. I felt so bad. I should be strucken down by God for the waste of meat. I just made it happen. But it was giant hunks of like bacon. And it was good if you cooked it up, but I was like, dude, I was so full. And we were just like, it was so much. And I flushed it, and the toilet was so strong. I was like, dude, these people definitely have like plumbing issues. There's just meat flowing down this toilet. And so we got rid of a couple. And then my friend, they did some heavy lifting, the other people. But it was, dude, it was like ridiculous amount. When you say like a light round, I don't know if you've been to Korean barbecue, which you guys probably, I've talked about it so many times here. I feel like I do the same story every 3 months. I'm like, guys, I got fucked up by Korean barbecue. But I've never done this. And this was like, it was hot pot plus Korean barbecue. Dude, my fucking God. Crazy, my fucking God, it was insane. And we didn't have enough space on the table. Like, it was like, they kept bringing stuff, they're like, we don't have enough room. Like, consolidate this, please, so we can put stuff down. I'm like, bro, we don't want to do this. It was bad. So we survived, and I'm sorry to the place. I feel bad wasting. It's my friend's fault. He's never touching the iPad again. Shame on him for touching it in the first place. My God. What an absolute fool. But yeah. So, we survived, though, and it was lunch, too, lunch is like, bro, you don't want to get fucked up for lunch. Then your whole day is ruined. Dinner, actually, the thing is, when you get fucked up for dinner, then I can't go to sleep. It makes it impossible for me to just like enjoy my night. So I guess lunch is better, but I don't know. I felt it coming out the other end the next day too. We'll say that. I also got a new iPhone, guys. You see it? I got the orange iPhone 17 Pro. I got my last iPhone 3 years ago, so it was coming up on the renewal, and my whole family got it. My mom, sister, and me. And so far it's good. It's the UI is a little hard to get used to. There's a lot of glass. They have this like liquid glass UI thing they call it. It's kind of annoying, kind of weird. But the phone, I mean, it runs the same. What I do notice is the audio when I record a TikTok video is way better. I don't know what it is. Well, it's obviously a better microphone, but the audio is like way more crisp, and my voice sounds much more clear, which is good. It sounds really nice. So I'm happy with that. I think the back camera's better. I've yet to take like I got to do a food video this week. But like the front-facing camera, I don't know if it's that much better. I think it's the same. But yeah, it's just, you just got to kind of upgrade. They get you in these like plans. And I think the phone we sent in was worth, it's like $400 or $500 to send in the iPhone 14 is what I had. So it's pretty good. If you can send in your old phone and get a new one, and it's like only, I forget how much this is stock price, $1,100. I don't know. It's part of the plan. It's a pretty good deal. Pretty good fucking deal, Because they're kind of just baking it in. It's kind of just like getting a $500 iPhone, which is what it kind of should cost, but I think it's $1,000 for an iPhone is what it costs. So yeah, everyone in my family got orange. Orange is the new color. I got this clear case to show off the orange. So far, so good, man. I dropped it on the floor for the first time today after my open mic where I was bombed. I was like recording my audio. I recorded just in case like I say something good and I forget what I said. And then I was like closing my book, my notebook, and then just flew out. To add insult to injury, I bomb and then I just drop everything on the floor. This fucking fool. Everyone's like, this guy has no idea what he's doing. This guy's a fucking horrible comic. Yeah. Anyway, I gotta reorganize this, sorry. This is a joke I tried at the open mic, and it's kind of a hacky joke. But I'll say it anyway. Let me cut this out of here 1 second. It's about, there was supposed to be a giant storm this week. And my dad kept telling about it, and there wasn't a storm. And there was like a little bit of rain, but it was like, like don't leave the house, blah, blah, it's going to be horrible. And it wasn't that bad at all. But it's just like the idea that weather forecasters have like the worst job ever, because no matter what they do, if they get it right, no one says anything, and they get it wrong, everyone just hate. My dad's like, well, you fucking idiots, they can't do their job right. It's like, bro, you don't know anything about their job. I feel like we think it's just them looking at clouds and they're like, that one's gonna rain, that one's coming, and that's gonna drop rain. I'm sure it's way harder than that, but we kind of just see, and we're just like, oh, you fucking guy, how did you get this wrong? You have one job, get the fucking weather right. It makes sense because you kind of plan your whole day. You're like, I'm not gonna go to the beach because it's raining, and then it doesn't rain. You go, what the fuck? Like I'm looking at the weather for next week for all these dates that I'm gonna have to go on that I don't have to go on. And yeah, before it's Monday, it says 85%. It said Tuesday had a chance of rain, so now Tuesday's off. Monday's 85% chance. Let's see the oh, nice. It's before. Okay, good. Monday the rain is before. Nice. So I can plan something. We'll see. I'm already baking on these dates that I'm not gonna have. Guys, I want to go apple picking with the woman I love. I want to get some fucking pumpkins, and time's running out. I got a couple weeks left to get the seed in there. Well, not the seed. That sounds weird, but I got a couple weeks left to plant the hook in a unsuspecting young lady who lives in New York. Yeah, so I gotta Gotta make things happen. I gotta start I haven't swiped a lot this week. I gotta start swiping. After this guy's swiping 17,000. Every woman in New York's getting a ping from me. We'll see what they say. I don't care what you are. I don't care if you look like the Mucinex man. You're in the running. No, I'm kidding. Kidding. If you are the Mucinex man, I'm not interested. I could be one day. Could be one day if I explore my sexuality a little bit. And I find that I want a person gelatinously. Honestly, the Mucinex man probably doesn't have a penis. It just kind of has like a moldy, like not moldy, like a gelatin, like just like a form that you can kind of press into, like a mold is what I meant to say, not moldy. I'm justifying why I would have sex with the Mucinex man, by the way, in case you didn't know what that line of conversation was. Just validating your concerns that it's not really a man. It's more of a anthropomorphic. Is that the word? Androgynous. What the fuck are these words? What does androgynous mean? Is that sexless? I think so, right? That sounds like an alien race. Androgynous. Androgynous. Let's see. Androgynous describes a person or thing with both male and female characteristics. No, I kind of want the opposite, where they have none of the characteristics. Anthropomorphic. What is that? Anthropomorphic. I think that means like having human qualities. Yeah, having human characteristics. Yeah. I knew what the words meant, guys. None of them made sense with what I was trying to say, but, you know, guys, sometimes you gotta flex the vocab. Sometimes. All right. I made a video with cookies the other day. Matt Hates Food Eater, where I made nipple cookies that were pyramid shape. And someone in the comments was like, you bought Nestle products? Nestle supports Israel. That's crazy. You gotta be better than that. I can't believe... And I was like, bro, dude, I don't remember this stuff. I can't live my... You can't just... Some activism is just so hard. It's just so ridiculous, too, at a certain point. I got to boycott. They don't have a sign. They don't have, like, a picture of a kid getting bombed on a package of cookies. I don't know. I don't have this in my head at all times. This is kind of a crazy way to live. Or just like, actually, they don't into this... Maybe it's not a crazy way to live, but Nestle's a giant... company. Didn't they have like monkey labor too or some shit? I don't fucking know what Nestle's does. They make good cookies, guys. What can I say? So there was a bunch of comments on that, and I didn't respond to it, but someone in the comments was like, bro, like, this is like ridiculous. Like, you can't expect everyone to just be on top of this at all times. You know, and whatever, guys. I'm not supporting Israel through cookies. I don't know if you genuinely think someone buying Nestle means they're supporting Israel, you kind of have to take a step. You're too online, I think. For sure, you're chronically online. You're too in the know. You need to touch grass. But, you know, it's a fair thing to want people to be, you know, knowledgeable about what companies support what. But at a certain point, some of these big companies, guys, what can they do? Like, not what can they do, but what can you do? They own everything. You know, at a certain point, I'm not made of money. I can't... Having like options for different food brands and buying like these ethical foods is kind of a luxury of someone who has a lot of money. It's poor people. The cheapest food is made by the biggest companies, and it's easiest to get. It's, that's why a lot of poor people are fat, because they eat like the shitty garbage, and it is what it is. So yeah. Anyway, this video is sponsored by Nestle. Speaking of food, there's protein powders have lead. A lot of protein powders have too much lead in them, which is a new study that just came out. I actually just bought some protein bars today. The David protein bars, I just had one. It wasn't bad. They're so expensive. I saw some guy, I just was at Wegmans. This was after my open mic. I went to Wegmans to buy some food. And I was just walking by and I saw this dude like holding up these David bars. And I was like, oh, I've always wanted to try them. I didn't look at the price. I always want to try them. I'll get a box. So he put the box down. I immediately grabbed it. And he looked at me and smiled. Like the second he put the box down, I was like, I'll just take that. And I was smiling and I laughed. And I'm like, got it. Bamboozled you, bro. And I went to the checkout counter for 12 bars. It was $37. I was like, what the fuck? But they're really good. They have so much protein. They're 150 calories and 28 grams of protein. It's like, oh my God. And they're good. They don't taste bad at all. So they're really not bad. They have just a weird packaging. They're weird. But anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, the protein. So I don't know if those have lead in them. I hope not. I just bought bars of lead that I'm chewing on. It's just lead poisoning. But yeah, there's a lot of... It was mostly plant-based protein powders that had lead in them, which is concerning. I don't know where the lead... I don't know where this comes from. I don't know what plant-based protein powder is made of, though. Oh, I actually have... I was going to make some plant-based brownies. Dude, I have fucking some plant... It's a pea protein isolate. Dude, that might have some lead in it, dude. Can't wait to make some lead brownies later. But yeah, it's kind of crazy, like, the health products, they're just so contrived that they're bad for you. Like, even the protein bars, not the David ones, but some other ones, I eat them, and they, like, my teeth feel like they're eroding. It's like they have some, like, sugar, like, toxic acid. I eat it, and it's like, just burn. I'm, like, melting, the Wicked Witch of the West. So, I don't know, they can't be good for you, but, I mean, they have, like, good value, nutritional value, I guess. But there's some fucked up shit in there. They, like, get by, they put, like, sugar, alcohol. I don't know what the fuck that is, but I don't think it's good. Can't be good for you, but I don't know if the FDA is even... They said the FDA doesn't track protein powder, which seems crazy, doesn't it? Doesn't that seem crazy? I don't know. I'm sure someone's paying big bucks for the FDA to turn a blind eye to whatever protein powder's on sale. I don't know, guys. All I know is I got a couple here, and none of those have a lot of lead, but they probably do. Probably... dude, I don't... Some of them had, like, such a dangerous amount of lead. They were, like, 10,000 times the daily safe recommended amount. 10,000 times. It's got to be just a drop of lead in there. Just throw a piece of lead in there. What are they going to know? It's cheap. Throw some lead. All right, we're going to move to serious stuff. Big news in the Middle East, guys. We've all heard the news. Qatar Airways vegan passenger dies after choking on a piece of meat. Not the news you were thinking I was going to say, was it? No, there was a Qatar, apparently, a vegan passenger ordered a vegan meal, and they gave them meat, and the person died choking on the meat, which doesn't make sense. I don't even know what this story is, that they're so not used to meat. They're like, I don't even know how to chew it. Help me. I started laughing at someone dying, which is it's just funny, the story. They died choking on a piece of meat, which is funny. So rest in peace to them. Dying on airline food has got to be the worst way to die. Truly dying on airline food while crashing into the Twin Towers has got to be the worst way. Truly got to be the worst way. Some of the worst food ever. I've had some okay airline meals, but dude, it's so bad. So fucking bad. Some of those long ass flights, they just they give you so many meals too. How many did I have in Africa? My Africa flight, like 2 or 3, I think. 2 at least. That's crazy, man. But yeah, rest in peace to them. And no, the real news in the Middle East, that we have a peace agreement. If there ever was time to give thanks to Donald Trump, it would be now for negotiating this peace, which, we'll see how long it lasts. We'll see how, they did show videos of Hamas executing people the day out or right after the agreement was signed, some Israeli sympathizers, whatever they claim, I don't know what to believe. But it seems like it's a plan. Everyone's agreed. The hostages were exchanged. It gives the Palestine a path towards statehood, right? I think the Australian Prime Minister is like governing Palestine now, which is kind of strange, but whatever. It's an agreed upon plan. So we'll see what happens. And any sort of peace is better than nothing, better than what was happening. So kudos to the Trump administration. To be fair, he is a very commanding presence. As much as people make fun of him, if we compare him to Joe Biden, certainly I think he commands more and is more frightening to people just by how insane he is, which does work in our favor a lot of times. So in this case, it did. And there's all this stuff about how he should have won the Nobel Peace Prize. Guys, I don't care about that. I don't care, man. It's all a bunch of just prancing and dancing and showmanship for this Nobel Peace Prize. Who really cares? Now, the Nobel Prize in Science, that's cool. Nobel Prize in accomplishing something cool. Peace, what did you do? What peace did you make? Who won? Someone in Venezuela who dedicated it to Donald Trump? I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Now Israel has a lot of damage control to do. They have a lot of, hey guys, we were cool the whole time, guys. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. Israel always seemed like a cool place to visit. I have no interest in visiting it now. So I don't know maybe one day I would like to go there, but it just seems like fucking, dude, it just doesn't seem, the people there are just, I don't know. Some of these, just like zealots. They're just intense. Just everyone kind of over there is very intense about their beliefs, and it's a lot. Anyway, though, good for the deal. Happy for the deal. And, you can hate on Trump all you want like I do, but sometimes every bad president does good things. Every good president does bad things. That's how it goes. So, kudos to them. Kudos to them, guys. Tears coming to my eyes. Beautiful. All right, let's talk about the, immediately after complimenting Donald Trump, let's talk about the MAGA group chat. The fucking, the kids in I don't even know what is the whole story with this. The kids in the group chat, it's a bunch of like college age kids in this MAGA group chat, and their text got leaked, and they're saying shit about gas chambers, they're saying shit about Hitler, and it's just like this now war of, well, do we condemn these kids for saying this stupid stuff? Well, and then it's just all the talking points I hear about this. It's just so it's so tiring that, like, I don't know, J.D. Vance went on TV. Sorry, I'm like zoning out talking about the MAGA group chat. I'm like, fuck, why did it get leaked? Fuck, my text. J.D. Vance is not condemning it. He's like, there's more important things to talk about. Like, blah, blah, blah. There's some other fucking guy, I don't know, doing something. Some other Democrat guy they're all focusing on. Which, this is the classic thing. Like, let's not focus on this. Let's focus on someone doing something completely unrelated and talk about that instead of this whole thing. So it's fucking just, I don't know, it's just stupid. Obviously you condemn these fucking idiots. It's just a bunch of, they showed pictures, it's just a bunch of fat kids, a bunch of fat Republican 20-year-olds saying stupid shit. Which, am I scared of them? Do I think this is like what everyone in America, all the kids in America are talking about? No, I think these kids are just fucking idiots. But still, it's not nice to see that a bunch of little fat kids are talking shit about, talking shitty things and making racist statements and all this stupid stuff. But when you show the picture of them, it's like, dude, these kids are not scary. They're just like outcast. It's like the nerdy kid in school that everyone bullied, but he was like, kind of deserved it. You know what I mean? Like, kind of just like I don't describe it. Like just an asshole, just a little fucking asshole kid. Everyone hated on him. It's like kind of that thing. It's just assholes for the sake of being assholes, and they find solace with other assholes, but they're really not even friends with the other assholes. They're all just fucking assholes. That's what these kids kind of felt like. And it's just like, what do you guys say? Listen, do I think the text... Listen, we all say... I'm not justifying with it. I've never said I like Hitler. I've never said gas these people. But, we all say stupid shit. I've said shit in group chats that I don't want anyone to see. I'd be like, fuck. If you understood the context, you'd be like, wow, that was funny, man. That was a really good joke. We all say stupid shit. But there's a line that it crosses. Do I think, you condemn what these kids say, but also, I also say, who actually cares about what these kids said? Legitimately, who cares? There's a bunch of stupid fucking kids. Now, if it was an important person, sure. If I genuinely believe they were saying to gas people, I don't even know what the context of that was. The young Nazis or whatever. Guys, these people, we got rid of Nazis once, guys. The ideology is not going to survive. Nazism is not something that is sustainable. Unless it's among like a very small group of people. So maybe the rise of anti-Semitism has gone up, certainly because of this last conflict, but I think we're fine. I'm not gonna let fat kids scare me. I'm not gonna don't let fat people scare you, guys. That should be the title of this episode. Don't be scared of fat people. No. Don't sometimes it's okay to bully fat people, it's too long. Don't let fat people, I don't know, we'll figure it out, guys. Can't be brainstorming here. My God, I can't think of anything. Can't say anything funny out of my mouth. What am I, stupid? Yes. But yeah, so, I'm sure... There's like... They always talk about... Dude, this is a popular prompt on women's hinges, which I know they're all taking from somewhere. I don't know where they're taking it from. But the prompt they always say, maybe I've talked about it, is they always like... tell me the name of your all-boys group chat. Tell me the secret name of your all-boys group chat. Every other girl has that as a prompt. I think they think it's cool. Everyone has that. I value unique prompts. So I think people think that boys just have like these secret group chats where they're being weird and they're saying like, oh, fuck. Oh my God, just gas these people. Maybe some guys do. I've never been in a group chat where people are saying that. I've been in group chats where some dudes are being like texting pictures of women and I'm like, bro, I don't want to be in this group chat, bro. Or like sending like weird, like, bro, I don't want to like hear about your sexual exploits. There's some of that, but it's never been like weird racist like things. I think there's more perverted group chats. When Donald Trump first got in trouble for locker room talk, Certainly those exist. Those locker room talk group chats between weird fucking guys. They exist. And they're probably plentiful. I'm sure probably a lot of guys. Maybe most guys would have one of those. It's possible. But, you know, these other things, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird. And, you know, maybe I'm just a nice person and my friends are all nice, so we wouldn't have that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I'm not going to say that I'm like only among angels. Like all my friends are just the most heavenly creatures. Just such beautiful, angelic, amazing friends. No, I don't know. So, you know, maybe some of you guys text. Maybe some of you guys have to delete your group chats. I don't even know how these group chats get leaked. Probably someone in the group chat. He's like, what the fuck's going on here? I've said this before, how like if I'm added to a group chat and I don't want to be in it, I just leave. I'm not going to stay. I thrive on my phone having 0 notifications. In fact, I got a couple notifications now I got to answer. I need it to be 0. If I see a notification and I don't want to read it, I leave that group chat. Why would I be in the group chat? Why would I have people talking to me that I don't care about answering? Fuck you. Don't speak to me. Been added to group chat before, leaving, I'm out. Why would you add me? Why would you add me to them? I have nothing left on my list to talk about. What the heck? I felt like I had a good amount of stuff, and I didn't. Yeah, my thing ends with men are obsessed with shooting big loads. That's the ending of my episode, even though I already talked about it. Maybe we'll do a live demo. No, that'd be crazy. You guys would immediately all switch to the video thing. What can I read? Well, let's go to Reddit and let's read some, am I overreacting? Let's see. My partner has 2 phones and called me from both of them in an emergency. I was in an appointment and picked up the call. I realized I listened to the last one. I was talking so fast when I was reading them. I gotta be slow. My partner has 2 phones and called me from both of them in an emergency. I was at an appointment and picked up the call to him distressed, only to find out there was never an emergency. He was just worried and upset I wasn't picking up his calls. Am I overreacting or is this behavior okay? That's fucking crazy. It was 11:20 a.m. Dude, that's kind of crazy. That's like clingy, weird behavior. That's just like, oh, you get like, dude, that's like, I feel bad for the dude because that's like when you're like insecure, and I guess we've all kind of been there. We're just like, oh my God, what are they doing right now? I need them to answer. But, you know, it's just, you can't live like that, bro. You can't live a life where you're like with someone who you're nervous and you need them to answer the phone or you think they're doing something weird. You can't live like that. I think some people do live in that anxiety. They're like an anxious, whatever it's called, anxious attachment. I think I kind of feel like I'm learning more in my life. Like, you know, if you don't trust someone, you kind of just have to leave them. You can't really be with them. Right? If you think why do you think someone's doing something you wouldn't want to do? Well, if they are, then you leave them. But if you think they are, why do you think they are? It's weird that you think someone you're with would be like betraying you like that. So if you have a reason to think so, you probably like figure it out. Oh wait, there's messages to look at. Okay, wait, I forgot. I'm going to an appointment listening to music on the way and we'll call you back when I'm done. Hey, are you getting the calls? It's an emergency. Please don't scare me like that from now on. My phone has been on Do Not Disturb since I left. Glad there is an actual emergency. Just letting you know that I won't be accepting that kind of behavior in my relationship with you moving forward. That's such a scary thing to do to somebody. And it's really not okay to deceive me in that way as if there was an actual emergency. I take those things seriously, so next time it happens, it's going to be hard for me to trust you. Yeah, that's... What a mature young lady. Or man. Is this a man? I don't know. No clue. My partner, boyfriend, maybe they said partner, so it could be... I don't know. He said bubble. It's an emergency bubble? Question mark? Yeah, that's crazy. That's a very perfect... That's an amazingly mature man. I wish I could send a message like that, dude. I don't think I've ever had the chance to do that. Yeah, that's a great one. All right, let's go to another one. That's a good one, guys. How long is this? Dude, if it's too long, I can't... Oh my God, that's way too long. Okay, let's see. So let me drink some water. Let's see. Anything good? All right, let's see. Am I the asshole for saying that my friend was flirting with my boyfriend on Snap? Or no, am I overreacting on it? All right, I'm not going to read the text first. My boyfriend 25 and I 25 have access to each other's devices and social media accounts. A few hours ago, my boyfriend made sure I saw these messages. I don't want to acknowledge that there are truly women out there who talks like that out of genuine insecurity, but I doubt an insecure woman would talk like that to her friend's boyfriend on Snap. I think my friend was flirting with my boyfriend. I think she was fishing for compliments so that he would comfort her. I think she has plausible deniability, but she was a little too obvious. I messaged her. She denied it, so I blocked her. I wonder if she's going to try to twist the story to other people and say I'm overreacting. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is the girl. I looked so gross that day. I was sweating so much you can see my bra. Boyfriend, I'm sure you looked fine. Friend, I don't feel pretty. I'm so fat now. Face. No offense, but I think you should talk to Kim about this. Girls are so fake with each other. I want to hear a guy's opinion, please. I'm just going back and forth. I feel you guys can understand the context. You're all adults here. You're a very beautiful woman, but we should change the subject. Oh, thank you. Kim is a very lucky girl. I wish I was as beautiful as her. You'll find a guy who will find you more beautiful than Kim. No, I wouldn't. Kim is so beautiful and you're so handsome. The pretty people have no idea what it's like for the rest of us. Stop. Let's just say if I were single, ... I'm sure you can figure out what the rest of that sentence, but we should really change the topic. You're the bad. Wait, what the fuck? What? The boyfriend? Dude, the girl is not even that bad in this situation. I mean, she is like fishing for compliments, but why is the boyfriend saying, let's just say if I was single? What the fuck? What the heck? She's absolutely trying to hint to him. It's good that you blocked her. If she can't respect your relationship with him, then she's not your friend. I suggest both of you removing her from your friend group. I viscerally... Yeah, why did the boyfriend say that? What the heck? This seems fake to me, by the way. The texting is weird. The friend is just being weird, like fishing for compliments, but also it's not that bad. I was expecting her to be like, you should break up with your girlfriend. She didn't say anything like that. She's just being weird, but it's really not. The dude saying, let's just say if I were single, is very weird. Very odd behavior. I don't like that guy. Yeah, what the fuck? Last part was a cop-out to get her to shut up. It's fine, you're pretty, now drop it, obviously. Yeah, I guess, but it was also kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the boyfriend did show the girl these messages, so... I guess he's to be trusted, but you guys can never trust a man. I want you to be clear. You can never trust. All right, let's read this one. My boyfriend called me a slut for how I dress. Okay, we'll read the text first this time. This is the boyfriend. Why am I still teaching you what to wear? You have to know this. This is the girl's text. You said I can wear whatever. Yeah, because I taught you know what to do. What is TOT? I taught you what to do. Why wear something slutty? Do you want to be a slut? Why do I have to tell you what to wear? The last time you were in the beach without me, some guys were hitting you up. Why? Let's guess what you were wearing then. Do not... Fuck, I can't read this, guys. This guy's typing like a motherfucking insane person. Do you not understand it? I don't like people thinking that you're available for them. That's, they're speaking in fucking, like Tagalog or some shit in here. Tasmala koba if you're going clubbing and shit. You can't control people, but you control what you wear. Yeah, whatever. Your style's too much, but know when it's too much. Your style's nice, but know when it's too much again. All right, let's see what she was wearing. Do you got a picture of that? This is weird. Hey, let me see a picture of your girlfriend. No. They live in the Philippines? Dude, I got it. What the fuck? That's how good I am, dude. I fucking said Tagalog. I was guessing. I knew it was like some sort of Indonesian kind of adjacent thing. My boyfriend and I were talking about outfits I'm going to wear to my beach trip with my friend and her family. I was talking about bringing a short dress as my cover-up for when I'm not swimming, and he started being off after me. I mentioned it, which confused me. That's not English. Then he started bringing up the shorts I always wear when we were out together. For context, we live in the Philippines. It is super hot here. Like, I can wear the shorts and a t-shirt and still sweat. Yeah, he got mad about it and started calling me a slut. And said, do you want other people thinking you're a slut and other things? I told him he was being rude and I get not wanting your partner to be hit on, but why blame how others act on me? Yeah, this is also in the Philippines where I guarantee she was wearing something so regular. It was wearing something like the most conservative thing compared to what we wear here. She was wearing like regular shorts and this man was like, what? It's like when I went to Africa and the guy, our tour guide was like, the women were dressed in short sleeves, and he was like, he was worried that they were gonna have HIV because how they were dressed, and the way he was describing was like, yeah, they had shorts, skirts, and short sleeves, and I was like, okay, interesting. You come here, dude, women are fucking half naked in the fucking street, wearing fishnets. You go to the beach, my God, dude, they got an inch of clothing on. So yeah, I'm sure she wasn't wearing anything that bad. And this is another thing about the insecurity, right? You're insecure so that you force your girlfriend not to wear. Listen, would I be happy if my girlfriend went to the beach wearing like the skimpiest outfit without me? No, but that's because I wasn't there. I want to see that. What the fuck? Let me get at some of that. And even without me, like even if we put it to the side that I want to see it, it is like, if something really skimpy, why do you need to wear that? Whatever. If you want to wear it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what women like to wear. I had a point to make about this dude. What the fuck? I was going to say something and I yawned. Anyway, but this dude, she was just wearing a bikini. I guarantee it. And she told him other dudes were hitting on her. And he's still, what I mean? It's like, she told you. What are you going to do? She told you. There's nothing. What do you want to wear? Like a full, like the people that wear fucking jeans and a blouse to the beach. It's like immigrant families wear full. I've seen like Indian families wear just full, like work, like a button-down shirt. You want her to wear that? Okay, that's not going to happen. So I don't know. This guy's just being insecure, and maybe that's what guys in the Philippines are like. I would bet probably a lot of them are like that because it's more of a conservative, religious country. But still, just let her wear the stuff, bro. I don't know what to say. Just let her wear the thing. That's what I'm going to say. Let's read the comments. Teaching you what to wear. What the fuck? Massive red flags. Yeah, that's also interesting. He was like, they've already had like an instructional seminar, a what to wear class. Yeah, that's just, I don't know. I mean, I've never been in this situation. I've never had to like be like, I don't want you wearing that because I feel like, what are they wearing that I don't care about? Like, truly, I don't think I'm going to ever be with someone who's going to go out wearing like nipple pasties to like a fine dining restaurant. What is this? If you're going to the beach, you wear a bikini, you wear something hot. If you're going to the fucking, if you're going to the club, I don't know, I guess, I don't really date girls that are like out clubbing all night. I probably wouldn't be interested in them. But yeah, you're going to wear something like attractive, I guess. I don't know, man. Your controlling and manipulative boyfriend thinks like a rapist. Please leave him. Okay, that's a little harsh. I don't know about that. Like, I guess I know what you're saying. When you're saying like, you can control how other guys view you. It's kind of like treating her like she's just a piece of meat. Kind of like, it's like when the guy says like, I trust you, I just don't trust other men. It's like, yeah, well, another man can't just get your woman. That's not how women work. That's not how humans work. Girl, your boyfriend should never be telling you what to wear. Get out now before it gets worse. I read that and it says, girl, your boyfriend should never be telling you what... Okay. Leave him for the lunatic behavior or just from his atrocious spelling/grammar. It's likely part Tagalog. Yeah, that's what I said because I'm worldly. Tagalog? Is that what it says? Not Tagalog. I think it's Tagalog. All right, I'm not that worldly. Whoops, guys. Get some baby steps. Girl, run, don't walk. He's not just showing you a red flag. He's straight up shoving it in your face and putting it in your pocket afterwards. That's like a sassy thing. That's a dad joke thing. Shoving it in your face and putting it in your pocket afterwards. Also, men that think if what a woman is wearing is a way to know if they're available or not tends to fall into the Alex Jones type or misogyny. The Alex Jones type, he has been out of the sphere for a long fucking time. I've never heard a man described as an Alex Jones type in like years, dude. Yeah, they said, I feel like maybe you meant to say Andrew Tate. Okay, yeah. Alex Jones is like, he's not related to this at all. Yeah, no, this guy is just, but again, that's maybe what you get in the Philippines. I don't know, guys. I'm not from the Philippines. We have a lot more liberal men out here, a lot more. If my woman wanted to go out wearing a bikini, more power to her. Hey, more power to you. I trust I think you just have to trust you think you know what your girlfriend knows what to wear. That didn't make sense. You trust that your girlfriend knows what's appropriate to wear. She's not an idiot, right? So then it's the same as like trusting her in other cases. You trust her to make her own decisions, and if you don't, then then I guess you're this misogynistic dude. So what are you gonna do? Anyway, guys, another 45-minute episode is wrapped up. That was amazing. fun for everybody. My voice, I barely had to clear my snot today. Wasn't that amazing? Cheered me up after bombing, guys. Can't wait to bomb again. No, I won't bomb tomorrow. We don't bomb for... If you bomb multiple times in a row, something's wrong. Well, I've done that before, but... Yeah, we'll see. We're having a good time, guys. Next week, you're going to hear about my podcast. I'm going to go on... How many days of the week are there? 7? I'm going to go on 12 dates. I'm going to do back to back to back every day. Every day, just bam, bam, bam. I'm going to have 17 girlfriends, more than the amount of dates. I'm going to meet girls on the dates. One time I did that. I met a girl. I was on a date. I met a girl by the bathroom, and she seemed like she was interested in me. And I was like, well, I didn't say I was on a date, but like, she gave me like, after she left the bathroom, she gave me like eyes. She was like, I feel like that's one of the only times I've ever gotten like eyes are like, you should like hit on me. And in my mind, I was like, I'm on a date, bro. And I like, she was hotter than the girl I was on a date with, and it never went anywhere with the girl I was on a date with. Anyway, so shoulda, woulda, coulda, guys. Should have been like, hey, give me your number. But whatever, guys, whatever. I don't make the rules. Well, I did. In that case, I did make the rules. Like, I could have done that, but I didn't. My back hurts from this. Fuck. This is annoying. Anyway, guys, thanks so much. I'm gonna make some dinner right after this. I'm just telling you about my life. You guys, like, can you please end? I want to go do something else. Can you stop talking? All right, sorry, guys. I'll end. Peace out. Have an amazing week. See ya.